What if I told you that?
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Sumtv, the pulse of the nation. My name is Teresa Yuba with the news. Drunk driver rams into soldiers in Lagos, 4 fired dead. A tragic incident occurred in the early hours on Friday, January 31st, 2025, in the Morocco area of Shomolu, Lagos, when a suspected drunk driver rammed into a group of soldiers attached to the Mayong barracks. The accident happened during the soldiers' monthly road jogging outside the barracks. According to the eyewitness, the Toyota vehicle had 3 young men as occupants, who were running at full speed before crashing into the soldiers. The eyewitness reported that 4 soldiers were killed and many others were seriously injured. The young man who attempted to flee the scene but were apprehended and beaten by the soldiers, while their vehicle was vandalized. One of the young men was also stabbed. The incident has caused panic among residents in the area. The Deputy Director of Armed Public Relations, 81 Division, Olabisi Ayani, and the spokesman of Lagos State Police Command, Benjamin Hundeyin, have yet to comment on the incident. This tragic event highlights the danger of drunk driving and the importance of responsible behavior on the road. Our thoughts are with the families of the victim and injured soldiers. Fuel tanker explosion rocked Jigawa filling station. A devastating fire outbreak occurred at a filling station in Dutse, Jigawa State capital, on Thursday evening after a fuel tanker exploded while offloading fuel. The incident happened around 8 p.m. in Shokutu along Kiyawa Road, Dutse, leaving the filling station and nearby properties severely damaged. Eyewitness described the scene as chaotic, with people running for their lives. Baba Nura, an eyewitness, recounted, "I was nearby when I heard a loud explosion. I rushed to the scene and saw that the foreman at the scene of the incident, and details will be released later." Effort to reach the manager of the filling station for comment proved abortive, as staff declined to comment, citing instruction for their superiors. Enugu seeks support for 20 billion naira security trust fund. The Enugu state government is seeking support for stakeholders to fund its proposed 20 million Enugu State Security Trust Fund. The fund, which is inaugurated in February 2024 by Governor Peter Mba, aims to enhance security in the state through a public-private partnership. According to Dr. Ike Chuga, chairman of the Board of Trustees of ESSTF, the fund will be used to purchase additional weaponry, empower vigilant groups, support security agencies, and install CCTV cameras and street lights, among other things. The beneficiary of the fund will include Neighborhood Watch Group, Forest Guide Agency, and State Security Services. The ESSTF is expected to be officially launched on February 13th, and the government is calling on stakeholders including corporate entities, non-governmental organizations, and individuals to support the fund. The government has promised proper accountability of the fund, with every donor expected to benefit from their contribution. The Enugu state government believes that the support of stakeholders is crucial to achieving the objective of the ESSTF, as noted by Igwe Lawrence Agubuzu, a member of the board and former chairman of the Enugu State Council of Taraba of Traditional Rulers. The support of critical stakeholders is necessary to secure Enugu State. Bauchi Speaker slams Dogara over attack on governor. The Speaker of Bauchi State House of Assembly, Abubakar Suleiman, has criticized former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Yakubu Dogara, for his recent verbal attack on Governor Bala Muhammad. Suleiman described Dogara's criticisms as verbose, baseless, and self-seeding diatribe. Dogara had accused Governor Muhammad of being an ingrate and a betrayer for criticizing the Ministry of Federal Capital Territory. Nyesom Wike, however, Suleiman defended the governor, stating that his leadership transcended personal interest and political maneuvering. The Bauchi Speaker also dismissed Dogara's claims of betrayal, saying that the governor's success was built on collective support from the people, not backroom deals of personal favors. He emphasized that Governor Muhammad has constantly worked toward the party unity and collective success. This development comes into wider controversy, including Governor Muhammad and former Speaker Dogara, with some lawmakers from Bauchi State also condemning Dogara's attack on the governor. Ogun State reaffirms commitment to workers' welfare and career growth. The Ogun State government has reiterated its dedication to the welfare and career advancement of its civil public servants. According to the state head of service, Mr. Kainde Onasanya, the government primary focus on the motivating employees and ensuring efficient service delivery. Governor Depo Abiodun's administration has constantly prioritized workforce welfare since taking office in 2019. Onasanya commended the governor for approving the 2023 and 2024 promotion exercise, which will enable career advancement for eligible officers. The promotion process is merit-based, with candidates required to demonstrate their readiness to career advancement. A total of 26,764 civil and public servants will benefit from the promotion exercise. Onasanya emphasized the importance of upholding the high standards set for state civil service procedures. Excellence remains a defining feature of workforce. He also praised Governor Abiodun for the commitment to workers' welfare, encouraging civil servants to reciprocate through diligence and hard work. JAMB postponed 2025 UTME registration to February 3rd. The Joint Administration and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has announced a last-minute postponement of the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Exams UTME registration, initially scheduled to commence on January 31st. The registration will now begin on Monday, February 3rd. According to Fabian Benjamin, JAMB's public communication advisor, the postponement is necessary to implement essential adjustments to the registration tablet. These adjournments are the response to the recent suspension of certain law programs at selected universities, as submitted by the Council of Legal Education. Additionally, JAMB discovered that some computer-based test centers have used deceptive facilities to gain approval, promoting further scanty and correction. The board apologized for an inconvenience caused and assured that the additional time will be used to ensure smooth registration process. NIS rescue 21 minors from human trafficking in Yobe. The Nigerian Immigration Service (NIS) has foiled a human trafficking attempt in Yobe State, rescuing 21 minors aged 7 to 15. The children were intercepted at the Guardian Control Point to Dunari, near the border with Niger Republic. while being transported to a Toyota Hiace bus. According to the controller of the Yobe State Command, Mr. S.S. Jaga, the minors had no knowledge of their destination and lacked valid travel documents and identification. Their guardian, Abubakar Saidu, a 28-year-old Islamic school teacher, was also apprehended. The NIS suspected possible human trafficking due to the absence of travel documents and supportive papers. The minors will be handed over to the proper authorities for investigation and prosecution. This includes highlights the ongoing effort of the NIS to combat human trafficking in Nigeria. Recently, the Lagos Border Patrol Command of the NIS intercepted a 6-month-old baby and 3 older children suspected by the victim of human trafficking. NGOs promote peace and religious tolerance in Gombe communities. In a bid to combat the rising tide of violent extremes and religious intolerance, a coalition of non-governmental organizations (NGOs) has embarked on a peace walk across 6 communities in Gombe State. The initiative, organized by Faith for Peace Project, co-funded by the European Union and Bread for the World, and implemented by TACAN, Peace Tax and Center for Community Action for Peace and Development, aims to promote peaceful coexistence and religious tolerance among residents. The peace walk, which took place in Kawami, Yelmatu, Deba, and Biliri local government area, brought together hundreds of participants, including faith-based youth groups, vigilant groups, and other stakeholders. Addressing the participants, Blessing Haman, TACAN process holder, emphasized the importance of peaceful coexistence, saying, "Our message is simple, and it is on religious tolerance. Religion comes after humanity, so humanity first. It is one who is alive that can claim a religion." The district head of Kwame Gari, Musa Abdul, represented by the Wakili Umar Abdul, hailed the peace initiative, saying, "We have been with them for over 20 months, and we appreciate their efforts in promoting peace and religious tolerance." The Gema of the Band, John Baru, also lauded the initiative, saying, "I consider this a good development. It is one that has been long desired. We desire peace building in bid to close the various gaps in different faiths." The peace walk is part of the border initiative to promote peaceful coexistence and religious tolerance in Gombe State. The project aims to engage community-based organizations, civil society organizations, and faith-based organizations in promoting peace and tolerance. Obi slams Akinde over EndSARS protest, claims describes allegation as insults to victim's son. Peter Obi, the 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate, has slammed former Osun State Governor Basi Akinde for claiming the obedient movement or charged the 2020 EndSARS protests to derail President Bola Tinubu's ambition. Obi's media aide Umar Ibrahim described Akinde's claim as misleading, the insensitive to victims of the protest. The EndSARS protest, which took place from October 7 to 20th October 2020, were a spontaneous response to police brutality, corruption, and economic inequality. The movement was decentralized and youth-led, damaging and systematic oppression in Nigeria. Akinde's allegation has been rejected by the Obedient Movement, with National Coordinator Tanko Yunusa calling them an insult to memory of the victim. Yunusa emphasized that the EndSARS movement was not about politics or individual ambitions, but rather a demand for good governance and an end to police brutality. Obi's supporters, known as Obedient, have been a significant force in Nigerian politics, particularly among young voters. The movement has been driven by a desire for change and a commitment to promoting good governance, accountabilities, and inclusive development. Tragedy strikes in Lagos. 4 soldiers fired, dead, others injured. IGP Ibiotokun's extended tenure declared legal and lawful by AGM. The Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Egbemi, has defended the Inspector General of Police Kayode Ebiatokun continuous stay in office, stating that it is legal and lawful. Ebiatokun's appointment, which took effect on October 31st, 2023, would have ended on September 4, 2024, when he turned 60. However, an amendment to the Police Act allows the occupants of the office to remain and complete their original 4 years despite reaching retirement age. According to Febini, this amendment has extended Ebiotokun's tenure until October 31st, 2027, allowing him to complete his 4-year stint as IGP. This decision is in line with the provision of Police Act amended in 2024. NLC mobilized for nationwide protest against telecom's tariff hike. The Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) has called on its affluent Osun and State Council to mobilize workers and allies for a nationwide protest on February 4, 2025 against the planned 50% telecommunication tariff hike. The NLC described the hike as an assault on the welfare of Nigerian workers and masses and urged citizens to join the protest. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project has also notified the Nigerian Communication of a pending suit challenging the tariff hike. The Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry expressed concern that the hike would burden low-income earners, while the Non-Academic Staff Union of Educational and Related Institutions and the Human Resource Writers Association of Nigeria call for massive resistance against the hike. The NCC has stated that it will engage with the NLC, SERAP, and other groups to explain the reason for the price adjustment. FG commends sales of subsidized rice to Sokoto civil servants. The federal government of Nigeria has begun a sale of 30,000 metric tons of mild rice to Sokoto state civil servants at a subsidized price of 40,000 per 50 kg bag. The flag-off ceremony took place on Thursday at the Cabinet office in Sokoto, led by the Sokoto State Head of State Alhaji Suleiman S. Fulani. He urged civil servants to conduct themselves responsibly during the purchase process. A federal government representative emphasized that the rice will be sold on a strict one person, one bag basis to prevent hoarding to ensure fair distribution. Beneficiary must provide a code number to receive a treasury receipt as proof of payment and present a valid ATM card with 40,000 naira for payment. A total of 33 trucks carrying 19,800 bags of rice have been allocated to Sokoto State, with 65% designated for state civil servants and remaining 35% for federal civil servant private sector workers in the state. Kano State Executive Council approved 8.2 billion for 15 projects. The Kano State Executive Council President over Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf has approved over 8 billion naira for the execution of 15 major projects across the state. The approved projects include the construction of a one-story block of 4 classrooms across the 44 local government areas of the state, which will cost over 2 billion naira. Other projects approved by the council include the dualization of Government House roundabout, Racecourse Road, and Dola Hotel roundabout, as well as remodeling of Africa House Conference Hall and consultant services at the Government House. The council also approved funds for supply of diesel and PMS, settlement of CADCO, liberties payments, and foodstuff suppliers to boarding schools and other printing of security documents, among others. Additionally, the Council directed the Ministry of Environment to ensure the successful implementation of the state climate change policy and constitute a project monitoring committee to oversee the execution of various projects across the state. Katsina State partners with NGX to raise capital for key projects. Katsina State Governor Mr. Diko Rada has expressed his administration's determination to partner with the Nigerian Exchange Group (NGX) to raise capital and financial key projects in the state. Speaking at the closing gong ceremony in Lagos, Governor Rada emphasized his administration's commitment to exploring various capital market instruments, including Sucrose Board, Infrastructure Bond, and Green Bonds to finance critical infrastructure projects. The partnership aims to unlock investment opportunity, foster financial conclusion, and drive sustainable economic development in Katsina State. NGX Group Chairman Dr. Umar Kwaranga commended Governor Rada's administration for its forward-thinking policies and reiterated the capital market's role in mobilizing investment and securing long-term financing for critical projects. NGX Group Managing Director/CEO Mr. Timi Popola restated the group's commitment to transforming Nigerian capital market landscape through innovation and technology. The partnership is expected to facilitate access to capital and create new investment opportunities for Katsina State. Kwara State government seeks partnership for large-scale farming. The Kwara State government is inviting stakeholders to partner in large-scale food production, aiming to boost agricultural productivity, enhance food security, and promote economic development. The Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development is spearheading the initiative, which requires stakeholders to have at least 10 hectares to clear land. Interested stakeholders are urged to seize the opportunity to collaborate with the government in advancing mechanized farming and ensure stability agricultural growth. The state government is committed to strengthening the agricultural sector, and this partnership will facilitate increased food production while creating economic opportunities for communities. The deadline for submitting an expression of interest is Monday, February 3rd, 2025. Stakeholders can contact the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural for further inquiries and partnership details. This initiative is part of the state government effort to reposition the agriculture sector, which has been facing challenges such as security threats, inadequate funding, and outdated technology. The government aims to create sustainable, irrigated, secure farming establishment in each local government area, promoting youth empowerment and human participation in agri. Kogi is set to become Nigeria's energy hub as LNG plant break ground. Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has announced that the establishment of 5 mini liquefied natural gas plants in Adio-Kote will position Kogi as a key player in Nigerian energy sector. The project launched on Thursday is a collaborative effort between the federal government, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, and private sector partners. Governor Odudu emphasized that the LNG plant will play a crucial role in enhancing Nigerian energy landscape, fostering economic growth and improving energy access. He described the project as a transformative investment that will stimulate economic activities in the state, create jobs, and ensure Kogi plays a central role in Nigerian energy future. The LNG plant, with an initial combined production capacity of over 8 million cubic feet per day, will serve as a key resource for both national and international energy markets. This project is expected to reduce carbon emission, advance sustainable energy solutions, and drive industrialization in Kogi State and Nigeria. The Ministry of State for Petroleum Resources retired Honorable Ekperekpo Akpo, credited President Bola Tinubu executive order for fast-tracking the development of the LNG plant. The project aligns with Tinubu's renewed hope agenda, which aims to create a 1 trillion economy by 2030. Police arrest 12 suspects vandalized in Niger State. Operative of Niger State Police Command has apprehended 12 suspect vandals in possession of 80 kilometers of aluminium conductors valued at the substantial amount. The suspect arrested on January 24th and January 25th, 2025 confessed to breaking 2 concrete poles and removing iron rod for sale. According to Niger Police spokesman Wasiu Abiodun, the suspects were found with street light cables, diggers, hammers, and cutters. The police also recovered some quantities of burned electric armored cable. The suspects, aged between 18 and 35, were arrested in different parts of Minna, the state capital. They are currently under investigation at the Station Crime Investigation Department in Minna. This arrest comes after a similar incident in Kaduna State, where 3 suspects vandalized were apprehended with electric aluminium cables. The Niger State Police Command has urged the public to report any suspicious activities to prevent further vandalism and theft of government property. Nigerian Youth Service Corps urged members to embrace entrepreneurship. The National Youth Service (NYSC) has advised the members to look beyond white-collar jobs and explore entrepreneurship opportunities to secure their financial future. Omotede Ayodele, Director of Corps Members Welfare and Health Service, emphasized the importance of acquiring skills through the Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development (SAID) program. Speaking at the NYSC orientation camp in Benue State, Ayodele encouraged corpers to fully engage with the SAID program, which offers training in various sectors including agro-allied, automobile, beautification, construction, and cosmetology. He stressed that relying solely on white-collar jobs is not a sustainable means of financial success. Ayodele also cautioned corps members against trying to manipulate their posting, emphasizing that their placement might serve a greater purpose. He advised them to be vigilant, respect their host communities, and avoid night travels. The NYSC has registered 1,925 corps members in Benue State, comprehending 1,022 females and 903 males. The organization aims to promote national unity and integration through its programs. Nigerian Customs seized 199,495 liters of smuggled petrol in Adamawa and Taraba. The Nigerian Customs Service (NCS) has made a significant seizure of 199,495 liters of petrol from International Borders Community in Adamawa and Taraba State. The petrol loaded in various containers and vehicles was intended for smuggling into neighboring countries. According to NCS controller Bashir Adeniyi, they seized petrol while being diverted through various methods and techniques. The breakdown of seizure includes 4 fuel tankers carrying 9,700 liters of petrol, 1,365 jerry cans containing 25 liters each, totaling 34,075 liters, 311 drums holding 220 liters each, totaling 68,420 liters. The seizure was made by the Special Anti-Smuggling Arms of the Custom, Operating Whirlwind, which was launched in May last year. This is one of the seizures announced by the NCS leadership since the operation began. The Controller General of Customs, Adewale Adeniyi, condemned the action of smuggling, describing them as direct assault of economy. He assured Nigerians that the NCS will continue to adapt its strategies and collaborate with security agencies to close on smugglers. Adamawa state government sued over creation of Fofua Emirate. The Adamawa Concerned Stakeholders Group has taken the state government to court over the creation of Fofua Emirate, citing unconstitutional action. According to Professor Alkinsom Abba, the group's spokesman, the lawsuit was filed at the Station High Court to uphold democracy, equity and peace in the state. The creation of the Fofo Emirate has been met with criticism, with many arguing that it undermines the historical authorities of traditional institutions, including the Adamawa Emirate Council and the Kingmakers. Abba emphasized that the group's legal challenges is based on the violation of established custom and due process. The stakeholders are concerned that the creation of Fofo Emirate disrupts long-standing tradition and weakens communal harmony. Furthermore, the state government failed to consult with relevant stakeholders, including district health from Guri, Malabo, and Rabido. The creation of the Fofo Emirate also bypassed the establishment legal framework and disregard customary norms codified under traditional law. The Adamawa State Governor Ahmadu Umar Fantiri had announced the creation of 7 new chiefdoms and emirates, including the Fofo Emirate, on December 10, 2024. The stakeholder group urged the people of Adamawa and the country at large to see the legal action as a stand for justice, fairness, and equity. The group spokesman emphasizing that their decision to seek legal redress is not politically or ethnically motivated, but rather a commitment to upholding the principle of democratic and rule of law. Gombe State lacks remand homes for minors, says NBA chairman. The Nigerian Bar Association (NBA) Gombe State Branch Chairman Barrister Benji Sati has expressed concern over the absence of functional remand homes for delinquent minors in the state. Sati made this known at the commencement of the 2024/2025 legal year at Gombe High Court Complex, emphasizing the need for correctional facilities to reform the correction offending minors. Currently, minors are housed with adults in correctional facilities, which can lead to the handing and furthering harm to society upon the release. Sati cited an instance where a young offender was granted bail but committed another crime just 2 weeks later, highlighting the need for supervision and correction measures. In response, the Commissioner for Justice and Attorney General Barrister Zubair Umar acknowledged the lingering issues and promised that the government will build a benefited remand home due to the growing criminal activities among teenagers. Meanwhile, the Chief Judge of Gombe State, Justice Halima Mohammed, called on Governor Muhammad Yahya to implement the state judiciary financial autonomy and address the renovation needs of law courts. The governor, in his goodwill message, commended the judiciary achievement and emphasized the need for judicial reform, digital transformation, and accessible justice for all. Bingham University matriculates 1,869 students for 2024/2025 session. Bingham University in Karo, Nasarawa State has matriculated 1,869 students for various undergraduate and postgraduate programs for 2024/2025 session. This marks the university's 20th matriculation ceremony since its establishment. Vice Chancellor Professor Haruna Ayuba urged the new students to be good ambassadors of the university, emphasizing the importance of imbibing virtues such as fear and love of God. He also highlighted the university vision to produce graduates who are worthy of emulation, God-fearing, and self-reliant. The university has 15 faculties, 54 departments and 56 undergraduate programs and 48 postgraduate programs. Professor Ayuba named the student at attendance at lecture is compulsory, attracting 75 marks and encouraged them to be security conscious and choose their friends wisely. Guest Speaker Association Professor Joy Shuaibu emphasized the importance of goal setting, hard work, integrity, consistency, and courage in achieving success. She encouraged the students to start reading hard to obtain good grades, acquiring skills, and manage their time and resources effectively. Some of the matriculating students and parents expressed their joy and gratitude to God for the event. Rebecca Abimbo, a medical laboratory science student, promised to work hard and remain focused, while Nathaniel Oka, a computer science student, advised aspiring undergraduate to remain focused and set goals. A parent, Femi Ajede, advised the matriculating student to work hard and remember the sacrifice made by their parent. Blind Association urged Bauchi government to provide inclusive empowerment opportunities. The Nigerian Association of Blind Bauchi State Chapter has called on the National Assembly members, federal government, and stakeholders to prioritize the empowerment, inclusion, and blind graduates in the state. Despite their qualification and capability, blind individuals face significant challenge in securing employment, leading to social exclusion and stigma. The association secretary Shafiel Usman emphasized that it is essential for those in electrical position to consider persons with disability in the appointment, promoting equal access and opportunity. These include inclusive education and employment opportunities. The association urged the government and relevant stakeholders to take immediate action to address the unemployment crisis facing blind graduates in Bauchi State. To achieve this, the association demands inclusive employment practice, calling on the government and private sector to implement inclusive hiring practice and provide equal opportunities for blind graduates. Additionally, the advocacy of accessible education for blind students, including braille material, audio description, and sign language interpretation. The association also seeks inclusive scholarship programs that consider persons with disability and appointment of persons with disability. To head of office and special advisor on disability matters and legislative aid on disability matters. Borno governor calls for action and climate change flooding. Borno State Governor Babangida Zulum has emphasized the need for prioritized shift from short-term humanitarian intervention to sustainable long-term strategy to combat the effects of climate change in the state. Zulum made the call at the ongoing 5th Lake Chad Basin Governors Forum in Maiduguri, the state capital. He stressed the urgent need for climate-resilient agriculture practice and robust infrastructure development to safeguard livelihood and ensure food security. The governor acknowledged the disproportionate impact of climate change on the Sahel region, particularly in northern Borno and part of neighboring Niger and Chad. Zulum attributed the challenges in rainfall pattern to global environment factors, including greenhouse gas emission and widespread deforestation. He also highlighted the extensive damage caused by recent flooding in the state, which disrupted agricultural activities and impacted livestock production. Minister of Agri and Food Security Sani Abubakar Kere also called for enhanced collaboration between government, bank, and communities to combat the challenges of climate change, insecurity, and poverty in the Lake Chad Basin. Kere emphasized the need to address the barriers faced by smallholder farmers, particularly the lack of access to capital. He noted that the Ministry of Agriculture is working with banks to assist farmers and improve their livelihoods. The Food and Agriculture Organization warned that 50 million people face food insecurity in West Africa, a sharp increase of 35 million in just 5 years. The FAO attributed the crisis of conflict, climate change and economic shocks which have severely disrupted food production and supply chains across the region. That's all for now. Sumtv is a 24 hours television station. We are live every day. You can also follow us on Facebook at Sumtv and on YouTube at Super Media TV. My name is Teresa Ayuba. Good day for now.